gonna solve the shedding? No, no. I'm not gonna do it. Not gonna do the crazies. No, you're not pup in charge. No, 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 I don't think so. Oh. Just mine. Look at that. Bubba, you wanna get brushy? And get brushy? Just like a little, no, come on, just like a little baby bit, come on. Lo, no, you don't want the brush? You just wanna lick it? If you break the vacuum, we're gonna have issues. You're gonna have to go on a treat diet to afford a new one, because without it, life's gonna get very bad quickly here. Oh my gosh. Did you work yourself up? All right, so today, welcome back to the channel. We are talking about shedding. What the pup are you doing? Wow, I appreciate you creating fur everywhere. I didn't actually need you to do that because it's always here. Okay, first and foremost, how to solve shedding. Now, you may notice that I have a bunch of stuff next to me, which this is all helpful. However, there is one super secret thing to solving all your shedding problems that I will get into towards the end. I'm not saying that this stuff isn't still helpful, but I think the last one is the best one. Or is it the last one? Maybe I'll put it in the middle. Ha, then you can't just jump to the end. Yeah, gotta get the analytics. Yeah, do the trickeries. Okay. Okay, so if you have a German Shepherd or you're thinking about getting one, you either know or will know the fun that is shedding. Now, Shepherds are a little bit different than some other dog breeds in that they only have one shedding season, and unfortunately you can't shave them. You know, as nice as it would be to just shave all this off and be done with it, they need their coats to both stay warm and cool, squeakity squeak, so we can't shave them. They have also what's known as dual coats, so they have their top coat and they have their undercoat, again, contributing to both keeping them warm and cold. Hey, yes, I know the dinosaurs existed, but they're not here now. They don't need a voice. They don't need shed. They don't need brush. Them all gone. Now, as I mentioned, Bubba, come on. You don't always have to get the loud toys. Bubba, Bubba, Bubba. You don't have to get the loud toys. Lo, you're licking your struggles away. Shedding season. Now, some people will claim that Shepherds have 2 big seasons. I, on the other hand, do not believe that. I believe they have only 1 season, and that is April to March. The rest of the year, they don't shed if you do it right. Would you knock off the dino? I'm just trying to talk for 2 poppin' seconds. This is why our videos take me 4 freaking hours. Oh my gosh. All right, first we're gonna talk about just general grooming. Now, not only can you not shave them, but they're really not a breed that does well with regular baths. I typically have them bathed 1 to 3 times a year max. It's just, it'll dry out their fur and stuff if you do it too often. Now, one thing I do, however, do is we do wipe downs after park runs, and obviously regular brushing. Brushing is going to be super important. This is my favorite brush. It is the Furminator. It will get the undercoat, which I can show you some clips on the screen right now. You can see it just like never ends. Like, I don't know how to explain it. You would think at some point it would have to stop, but you would be thinking wrong because it doesn't. It just keeps going. Alternatively, you can use something like this guy. This is basically the same principle, but hooked up to a vacuum so that you can do it indoors. And this really works well. But obviously these things typically run, you know, anywhere from like $100 to $200. So yeah, not always an option. But it is super nice, especially in the crappy weather and stuff, that you can do it indoors, and makes it a little bit more convenient. You can just kind of keep it around your couch or something and hit them with it occasionally. Now we're gonna talk about diet. So one of the ways you can help mitigate the shedding is with proper diet, and that's gonna include things like supplements. So like this is their Dasaquin. I give this to them daily. I do fish oil, give that to them daily, as well as just like a good diet. Those are gonna help, as well as having plenty of water handy. These are gonna be the best ways that you can help their fur stay nice and healthy fur stays on them longer, basically. So there are many reasons that you should give them good food and supplements, but if nothing else, do it for your own sanity, because, you know, hey, every fur that you can stop is worth it. We're gonna solve shedding 1 fur at a time. Yep, just 1 fur at a time. Yep. Yeah, just 1 fur at a time. Oh my goodness. 1 fur at a time? Yeah, yeah. The pup, Lo. We've talked about ways to keep them clean And to mitigate the fur so far, let's talk about what happens when the fur ends up everywhere. Now, first and foremost, we have the basics. You know, you're gonna need a good vacuum. You're gonna do a lot of vacuuming. You know, some people vacuum their house weekly or maybe monthly. I like the more hourly approach. I do miss having Roomba, you know, and just having it target. You know, it had like a follow mode for the pups and it would just follow them around, stalking them. Not really, but that would be cool. That's gonna be your best friend because the fur is going to be everywhere. In addition, for the areas that are not the floor, by the way, if you have a choice, don't get carpet. Hardwood is better. But when it comes to getting it off the things that are not the floor, that's where these two things come in. Now I will say, I can't remember what this is called. It's supposed to be like this magical device that just gets it off everything. It's like 20 some dollars and frankly, I don't suggest it. I bought it because it seemed amazing and it is not. I mean, like on the one thing I have that it works on, yeah, it works kind of cool, but like 99% of the stuff like doesn't work on. So I don't know, maybe if you have the right furniture or something, but there's no way I'm gonna put this on my, like this would tear up my couch. So like, that's useless. However, this, which only costs a few dollars, is super handy. This is a rubber brush. And this works really good for in your car. I mean, you can honestly use it anywhere. I'm using it right here. And now we have a clean spot that I literally just pulled up off the carpet. This is by far my favorite thing. I have several of these because, I mean, like I said, they're only a couple bucks. I keep one in the car. I keep one up here. They are super handy. I don't know that I would necessarily use it on my clothes, maybe like jeans or something. I mean, it'll work. It would just be kind of rough on them. But otherwise, you can do that. A bonus tip, if your vacuum has little small attachments like this, you can just get it right at the source. Thank you. I also suggest lighter color clothing, just a suggestion. Otherwise, lint rollers. Now, as I mentioned, there is one, knock off, I'm almost done, let me finish. No. Would you knock off? Now, seriously? Now, there is one other thing you can do. Hey, you could choose to bye-bye. Now, one final thing you could do, as I mentioned, is you could choose to do none of this. Now, I would still give them good food and supplements because that's just good for them in general, not just for the shedding. Enzo, come on, 2 seconds, I'm almost done. But one solution, if you have lots of monies, is I would just buy a new house frequently and just let them have it because my gosh, it's driving me crazy. Frankly, I think it would just be easier to start over like every month with a new house and new car. That's really the best way. I know this isn't feasible for most people, but I think a lot of people could swing this. And honestly, I think it's the easiest way to do it. So with that, I've completely lost my mind. I don't even know if this takes, I may have to redo this whole video because I've just been so over the place with him with his whole dinosaur and them being crazy. But I appreciate you guys as always, and we will see you on the next one. Later.